Hello, my name is Amaima Barni, and my student ID is 230335050. And we are from tutorial 17, and the name of the tutor is Julian Bore. And the topic of presentation is regulating the CEDAW health market in the digital age. And the case number is CS18B. And now I'm gonna present the agenda overview of this presentation. We're gonna present the introduction, context, data and research, data analysis, recommendations, conclusion, and we're gonna put some references in this presentation as well. So there are 7 points which describe, including me and my other fellows. So now I'm gonna present the introduction. Next slide is everything have some core messages. So now our presentation have one core message. What is the core message? The core message is the 7 billion CEDAW health market thrives a regulatory gray area, rising a public health through unified claims while companies profit. And we're gonna research some key points of this presentation. So the key points are: industries include supplements, vitamins with the misleading health claims. And the second one is lax regulations, classified as a food allow them to bypass medical scrutiny. And the third key point is this regulatory gap endanger consumer. So this was the key points. And now what is our goal through this presentation? So we find out goal of this presentation is assess regulatory feasibilities and purpose to control the safeguard the public. So this was some one core message, key points, and this is the goal or our presentation. So the next slide gonna present my fellow Hasib.
Hi, thank you so much, Mama. So my name is Muhammad Asif, and my ID is 2303218. And so my slide is stakeholder overview. So in this slide, we can represent main participant in the pseudo health market, like especially regarding fast storage and lack of the regulation. So my first is consumer. So in the consumer, we see buyer of supplement and wellness products. So in this slide, we can say the consumer may try to assess whether a health product is safe, effective, and worth the money, but they often lack the necessary information or expertise to validate health claims. And the second one, like manufacturers and markets. So in this topic, we see producer and promoter like aim to drive profit and brand growth, while some may intend to act responsibly. And third one is regulators like overseas claim and etc. So in this slide, we can see focus on safety and advertising compliance, but generally do not access product effectiveness. And the fourth one is health professionals. So in this slide, we can see advice on safe, evidence-based, like are committed to evidence-based practice and have a professional obligation to rely on central research. And the last one is online platform, like in the online platform they have marketplace and influencer drive sales, like sell products, promote their products, etc. And in the next slide, stakeholder interest and impacts. So in the stakeholder, we see consumer, the interest and impact, in the manufacturer, the interest and impact, and like regulators, health experts, and online platform. So in the consumer, they have interest in health, safety, and value, but their impact is miles by false claims, risk of harm, etc. In the manufacturers, the interest is profit, growth, brand image, but in fact they have explored gaps, face legal risk if regulated. In the regulators, the interest is consumer protection and safety, but their impact is limited authority online, harder to earn. And in the health experts, the interest is evidence-based care, but their impact is undermined by unverified claims. And the last one, online platform, like the interest is revenue engagement, but the impact is profit despite harm, reputation is if seen as complete. So in this slide, we see uh, each stakeholder interests are affected by the current state of underregulated pseudo health market. And so in the next slide, I have a power over the interest, like grid matrix. First of all, they have a keep satisfied like online platform, manage closely regulators agency, and in the monitor they have smart retailers and keep informed consumer. So in this we can see overview like high power, high interest, low power, high interest, but high power, low interest, and low power, low interest. So in this slide depicts like stakeholder in the pseudo market visually based on two variables, their power like influence and their interest like concern and involvement. So first of all, we have a high power and high trust. Like these organizations are opposed to set and enforce rules. Like they have a high interest as a role in to protect public health and ensure consumer rights. And the second one, low power, high interest. Like consumer, a consumer have a strong interest, like in ensuring that the products they are safe and effective, but do not have any power to change industry practices, like unless they are organized or advanced as a group. Third one, they have a high power, low interest online platform like Amazon and Instagram influencer. Platforms signify market power because they facilitate sales and market products. The interest is low because they are typically focused on profit and regulating claims and health about their second concern. In the last one, they have a low power, no trust, like small retailers. Small retailers have limited power and minimal trust in their board regulatory systems, like their focus is primarily on sales, while regulatory engagement is often left to larger platform or corporation. So this slide I explain like how we manage it, like how their power people are doing their what to do. So the next slide I want to share my group member Mohsin Bashir.
Hi, my name is Mohsen Bashir. My student ID is 23033 and 429. So I have to represent is next slides, is next section data and research. So in this section, I have to discuss about regulatory literature overview. In this section, we have three sections, first two, second one, and second. First one is MHRA UK, or second one is ASA UK, or third one is EFSA UK. So each section we have 2 points. So first one, MHRA UK regulates only products classified as medicine, no control supplements sold as food unless harm is proven. So second one is ASA UK. So first point is act only after complaints. So second point is no pre-approval of health claims. Misleading ads can persist. So in third section, EFSA UK. So first point in this section, set rules for healthy claims. Second option is enforcements is weak, especially on global platform like Amazon and Instagram. So next slide is evidence from research. So in this section, I have to represent evidence reviews, procedural health claim in the supplement sector. So first one is BMJ 2021. 60% plus of online supplement health claims rely on weak evidence. Terms like boost immunity or detoxifies lack clinical definition and measurable outcomes. Next one is the language use. Focus on clinical wording dominates supplements, adds limiting scientific validations. And next option is the research consensus. Both academic and industry studies flag similar concerns with unsubstantiated health claims. And in the last one of these slides is influencer impact. Consumer often trust influencers and anecdotal stories over qualified medical advices. So third one is last slide is one section. So is this one is a real world examples. So in this slide, I have to represent about hair breast protein supplements. So hair breast protein supplements market for hair growth, and the second one is reality, and third one is problem. So second one is reality. I have to explain this one. In reality, no strong that biotin help unless the person has a deficiency. And third one is problem. People spend monies, expect visible result, which may never comes. So is second option, second section of this is dosage vitamin D Dumius. In this, we have a three option. First one market for, second morality, and third for is problems. So first one is market for is boosting immunity. Second one is reality. So I have to discuss about this one is reality. While vitamin D is important, high doses without medical advice can cause hyperkalemia and calcium buildup in blood equal to harmful. And last is a third one is problem. Consumer may believe more is better and harm their health. So is next one is the gap in regulation. This one section is represent maybe Abdul Basit.
Hello, myself Abdul Basit. My student ID is 230337782. So here I represent the gap in regulation. So this slide illustrates how existing laws are effective for controlling misleading health claims online. So the European regulations start from 1924 and end in 2006. This one a strict health claim on food product but lacks global enforceability. Po- Post-pandemic supplement sellers shifted online, reaching global audience with minimal oversight. Influence promotes such products without scientific backing, often escaping regulatory accountability. This creates a loophole where misleading health claims spread easily across the platform like Amazon and TikTok. So So that's why the European rules for the health claim on foods in Europe, but not globally enforceable. So in the online sales loophole platform like Amazon, TikTok, Instagram enable cross-border marketing, and in the influencer impact of this one to promote product with little scientific backing beyond regulatory reach. The result of this one is the weak enforcement lead to widespread misleading claim and the consumer risk. Next slide, please. So the next topic is data analysis. So in data analysis, we just discover the PESEL analysis. The slides imply of the PESEL framework for assessing the external environment of the pseudo health market. Politically, Brexit in the UK split for the Europe has been beneficial in terms of regulatory autonomy, but there is also fragmentation. Supplement regulations are now more UK specific, while there is lower alignment with the European regulatory structure. Economically, this supplement market is thriving. There are significantly low barrier to manufacture and high consumer demand for supplements. Therefore, companies can bring product to market with little to no investment and often scientific support. Socially, publicly interest in wellness and immunity increase. Nobly post COVID 19, the increase in supplements can sometimes occur even when the product lacks scientific evidence. Technologically, social influence and the marketing have transit traditional regulation product go viral because of social media platforms such as Instagram based on aesthetic appearance and review rather than prior evidence. Legally, regulation varies from country to country. What allowed in one market may be banned in another, leaving loophole for companies that operate online. So the so we can see that the political breaks led to fragment UK specific regulation in economics. Low entry barrier plus high demand is equal to fast growing market, and in social wellness trend boost demand despite weak evidence. Technologically influence marketing bypass regulation, and in legal we can see the global regulation gaps allow online loophole. Next, now we see the SWOT analysis. So strength of this one is the consumer demand simply means that a high and growing amount of interest exists for supplements due to involving consumer knowledge about health. Globalized online access creates strong market opportunities for supplement sales. And also the weakness of this one is the enforcement in weak because regulatory bodies do not have to power the restrict misleading claims, especially when the claims are on chat boards, blogs, on other online sources. Misinformation or the unverified health claims are similar and misleading claims and manifest the various health associated products. The opportunities of this one is to tech-based tools can enable real-time claim monitoring, cross-country regulation, harmonization, and can reduce enforcement gaps. Threat of this one is the cross-border sales and legal loophole, hinder regulation, allowing unchecked misleading health products. So here in the slide we also see all these effects. The strength in high consumer demand globally, market access in weakness, vendor spread misinformation, weak regulatory enforcements, opportunities, tech based monitoring, regulation harmonization, and in threat the cross border regulation challenges, legal loophole allowing explanation. So this one is the swot analysis. So next slide may be presented by the Umaima.
Thank you so much. So the next slide is I gonna present the Porter's five force model. So there are five force model which I fluctuate like from low to high and high to low and after rising. So the first is a new entry. It is high supplier, low buyer, high substitutions, high and competitive rivalry rising. So I gonna try to explain a bit about these five force Porter's five force model. So the first one is new entry which is high. It's a low barrier, allow easy market entry, and the supplier is misinformed consumer have limited influence. The buyer is high. It's a crowded market, intensified by the influencer marketing. The substitution is high. It's alternative like a lifestyle changes reduce reliance on the supplements. And the last one is the competitive rivalry. It's rising. It's like a growing awareness may trigger stricter laws. So the next slide is some recommendations. So now I gonna tell a little bit about the food supplements, which is like before I gonna tell the recommendations, I want to include that some supplements are fat soluble supplements, like some vitamins are fat soluble vitamins, some vitamins are water soluble vitamins. We're gonna tell the people about we should give awareness to the people some vitamins we should take about the deficiency, and if some vitamins will exceed in our body, that if that can damage something in our body as well. So we should give awareness to the people as well. They should contact their doctor, their GP, before taking any supplements. So there are some recommendations which is like touch regulations. In the market there are a lot of supplements which is like a fake supplements as well. There are two problems. First of all, the fake supplements, and the second one is lack of awareness of the people. So we can introduce the AI platform like a Meta to flag false health claims. Like we can put a QR code on the supplements which can people scan, and they can know, they know that the supplement is fake or real. There are some example and impact of these recommendations, like first, misinformation control. This can we can control the misinformation consumer validations. The second one is label reform. We can create the sub health and apply traffic lights label like a green, amber, and red based on the evidence strength. It can impact like a hairbrush can improve rating via clinical trials. And the last one is influencer and registry. This can license influencer, build a global registry with the verified supplements data. This can impact, boost trust, and support global oversight. So in this way we can save people from taking the over supplements, like which is spreading misconception that food supplement is really important for human body. In this way we can control the misconceptions of the people, and we can introduce these technology, and we can create the knowledge of the people about the food supplement. So now I'm gonna present the last thing, which is in conclusions of this presentation. The CEDAW health market at risk through unified claims like a smart touch, transparent labeling, and global oversights are essential to protect public health. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.